Happy Friday, everybody. It is November 14th, 2025, and today's Question Friday. If you don't know me, my name is Mel. I channel messages, I read energy, I remote view, and do all sorts of things. Now, today's question is one that I personally would not have chosen. Don't come at me, but it's not something that I've ever been interested in exploring further. Yet, this morning, my guides and others who I work with, let's just put it that way, have requested that I cover this very subject today. And that is, what is the 3 days of darkness? Now, I know I've received several of your requests to answer that question in the past couple weeks, and since I've began doing these questions on Fridays. But again, this is not something that I've felt called to get into, but I guess today's the day. Spirit wants to answer that question for whatever reason. So without further delay, let's find out what is the 3 days of darkness. By the way, I don't know who's going to be answering that question either. So I guess we'll find that out too. Let's see. We wish to speak on the event many refer to as the 3 days of darkness. This event or circumstance has been widely discussed and is widely being misinterpreted and misunderstood. We wish to bring clarification to the subject today so that you may use this information how you see fit. What you refer to as 3 days of darkness is a circumstance that actually is predicting and will result in a loss of electrical abilities in your world for a period of 3 days or thereabouts. So, in other words, this circumstance is indeed to be interpreted as a time period in which there will be only natural light and no other source or ability to obtain electricity for the masses. Some who have interpreted this circumstance correctly may have done so, but do not know what may cause this to happen. So there are some who are interpreting the circumstance accurately, but not its cause. Let us speak on this. You see, with the increasing frequencies coming and arriving on your planet every day, there will come a time when the frequency outburst is so strong that your human technological devices will not be able to process and handle what is coming in. The term 3 days of darkness is known to be due to the time period in which it takes for that frequency to diminish to such a point where the electrical devices can once again function. So in other words, the frequency will not destroy devices, but rather disable them for a short period of time. It has been mentioned before that the increasing frequencies coming to your world are all part of your ascension and are all part of what will eventually lead to what we consider to be the splitting of worlds. Do not be afraid of this 3 days of darkness. It is a sure sign that great change is upon you. Know that this path and journey you find yourself on comes with many twists and turns for the individual and the collective. All are important. All are useful. All are to be seen as something leading you to something more. They call us the Watchers. We do not interfere, but we see all. There you have it. 3 days of darkness, according to the Watchers, is a time period where indeed our electricity goes out, not because it is completely destroyed, but because it is disabled by what is coming in frequency-wise or whatever else that is. You know, that's fascinating. And, I don't know. I would like to hear your comments on this. Is this what you thought it was? Have you heard others speak of something else Have you leaned towards another type of explanation? Because I have seen different explanations on social media about this. I've never fully gone into that rabbit hole. It just didn't draw me in. And again, it's because I do not worry about this kind of thing too much. But, the fact that Spirit decided to choose this particular question today makes me wonder if we are indeed closer to that very thing. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, and stay tuned for more. Bye.